If you asked me a year ago if I'd ever take a GLP-1, I would have said, absolutely not. There's no way. Not only did I think they were cheating, I honestly thought they were unhealthy and pretty dangerous. I thought people were losing muscle and weakening their bones and slowing down their metabolism. At least that's what I believed at the time. And I couldn't understand why anyone would choose that. So, what changed for me? That's what I want to share with you in today's video. Hi, my name is Goldie, and this is really just the beginning of a whole new chapter for me. I've struggled with my weight for over 10 years, and the thing is, I was not living on fast food. I wasn't even eating in restaurants. I ate in restaurants maybe once or twice a year. I cooked almost everything from scratch, like whole foods, healthy ingredients. I've been lifting weights for years. I tracked my food. I even weighed my food. I meal planned every week. I prepped on the weekends. I tried different ways of eating, and I was always trying to figure out what was missing. Like everything I did when I was younger was no longer working. Every time something didn't work, I'd think, okay, well, I just haven't found the right thing for me yet. I just need to keep trying. So I'd try something else and something else and something else. After a while, it felt like I spent more time trying to lose weight than actually living my life. And honestly, I was just tired of trying to figure it out all the time. I was exhausted. I was definitely losing motivation as well. And then kind of an earlyish menopause came along for me. My joints started hurting, walking became harder. The weight I'd worked so hard to lose was creeping back up again. So like my highest weight was 247, and I've been down in I would say the 180s to 190s range for the last few years, and I just haven't been able to get past that point. I remember seeing 200 pounds on the scale again, and that was a really hard moment for me because I swore I would never be in the 200s again. Yet here I was, I think like in December of 2025, I weighed 207 again. So I swore I'd never be in the 200s again. That's when I finally had to admit to myself earlier this year that I needed help. Obviously, the things that I've been doing the last 12 years aren't working. So my first step was just to go to my regular doctor and have a physical. And then I found out that I wasn't perimenopausal. I was actually post-menopause. I'm 47 now. I turned 47 in December. So I had to make peace with that and go on HRT, which is also something I said I would never do. And that's a story for another video. So after the HRT, my doctor referred me to a medical weight loss program. And at first, I planned to only work with the doctor and dietitian by getting into a caloric deficit and figuring out how I can maintain that. And I did the first 2 months and I didn't lose much weight at all, maybe like 1 or 2 pounds. And at this point, I still was not convinced about GLP-1s. I still had all those same concerns. And so before I agreed to take one, I started digging into it a lot more. I wanted to research and see what they actually were and how they really worked. And so I started watching doctors who specialize in obesity medicine on YouTube, and I watched videos of people who are actually taking these medications, and of course talking to my own medical professionals in the weight loss program. And I had a lot of conversations trying to just sort through what actually was true and what wasn't with these medications. And the more I learned, the more I realized some of the things I believed really weren't the whole story. That doesn't mean I still don't have concerns. I do. I definitely think there are healthier and less healthy ways of using these medications. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to work with the medical weight loss program instead of just trying to figure it out on my own like I had been. So I realized that I'd painted the GLP journeys kind of all with the same brush. People that were not eating at all and just losing tons of muscle. I just assumed that's just how it was, but that really was not the case at all. So I kind of made up my mind before I really understood how they worked and how to use them in a way that's actually healthy. So here I am, 1 month into taking Zepbound, and I'm down 16 pounds. And of course, I am still learning. I do not have all the answers. I don't pretend to. And I can honestly say that I don't regret this decision, though. Like, for the first time in a long time, I feel really hopeful. That said, I don't think these medications are magic, and I don't think it's doing all the work for me. What it's helping me do is stay consistent with the healthy habits I've already been building for years, and I still track my food. That does not mean everybody needs to track their food. Everyone needs to figure out what works for them. Because I'm already used to it, that works for me. I'm prioritizing protein. I'm lifting weights. I'm getting back into that after a lot of joint pain and not really being able to do that consistently. So the difference for me is it finally feels like all this effort that I've been putting in for literally years, now I'm finally moving into the right direction for the first time in a very long time. So that's why I wanted to make this channel. I'm not here as an expert or a medical professional. I'm just sharing my experience as I go, and I just want to share like the things that I learn along the way, and maybe you'll pick something up that's helpful. I know I've learned a lot just in 1 month of being on this medication. So if you'd like to follow along, I would love to have you here. And thanks for giving my brand new channel a chance. And I'll see you in the next video where I'll be going into a deeper dive into month 1 and how I was able to lose 16 pounds. So I'll see you then.